Well, we can look closer at what's going on in Yemen with Brigadier General Ahmed Al-Asseri, who's spokesman for the Saudi-led military coalition that's operational there. Thanks very much for being with us. Just first then, can you confirm, was the Iranian embassy in Sana'a struck today?
No. We deny this kind of allegation. We are sure that it's a very false allegation to the coalition. We have investigated, since we received this allegation, we investigate the flight and the operation we did in Sana'a, because we are going through against the Scud missiles which were launched yesterday night. And we have information from Sana'a that the building is intact. It doesn't seem that it was touched, so I think it is a false allegation.
There were a lot of strikes in Sana'a today. What were these strikes targeting?
We target the Scud missile launchers. You remember yesterday night they launched twice. One were intercepted by the Saudi Air Defense. The second exploded in Sana'a, inside Sana'a, causing a lot of casualties and injured people. So we think keeping firing this kind of vessel from the city, inside the city, from the stadium, from the schools, from some housing belong to Ali Abdullah Saleh and his family shouldn't be continued. So we attacked some of them yesterday and today.
Now, just speaking about the conflict more widely, on paper it is between the internationally recognised government, which has been forced into retreat by the Houthi faction, which your coalition is fighting. Would you admit, though, as many see it, this is more of a proxy war between Saudi Arabia and Iran?
As we said, we don't know that the geographic changed. Yemen, it is Yemen, it is not Iran.
However, the Houthis are known to be backed by Iran.
So we will not allow them to change the geography. Yemen is still for Yemeni, and the Houthis, if they want to be a political party, they should work with the Yemeni government legally, but they shouldn't have a militias. What we are fighting, not the Houthis, we are fighting the militias which compromise the Yemeni legitimate government, the population, and the security of our border as well. So we do not let them continue to harm our national security.
OK, we're joined here in the studio by our international affairs editor, Armin Georgian, who's also got some questions he'd like to put to you.
Yeah, just on this question of the Houthi position, the rebels' position in the talks, in the peace talks in Geneva, don't you think it's time to perhaps drop the preconditions on the Houthi rebels? Because we know these talks have snagged on preconditions such as disarmament, withdrawal from certain towns and cities in Yemen. Isn't it time for perhaps a fresh approach that doesn't include those preconditions so that you can actually get a political deal with the Houthi militias?
It is not the preconditions. This is the international community will. By voting 2216, there is 24 points. Those points should be respected. Otherwise, why we vote resolutions? There is no precondition. There is a roadmap to implement 2216. When they went to Geneva, they went according to this, as they acknowledged to the envoy for Yemen. Once they arrive Switzerland, they start consulting other parties, and they spoil the negotiation. Today, when we broke the ceasefire because we gave 2 weeks of ceasefire to encourage people to go and to discuss. But what we find that they don't have any political agenda. What they know that they implement an militias agenda to destabilize Yemen and destabilize the region and Saudi Arabia in particular. So we do not accept this. We are going for a political settlement, but we should achieve military target, a military objective to set the condition to a proper negotiation in the political process.
As things stand, the peace talks do not really appear to be going anywhere. You've had months and months as well of attacks on Yemeni territory. That also doesn't really seem to be getting the Saudi-led coalition or the government anywhere. The civilian population is suffering. The United Nations has confirmed around 3,000 civilian deaths, as have rights organisations. Surely it is time to change tactics.
If you give me time, I will explain to you. We should compare the situation with 26th of March, 2015. When we start our operation, the coup d'etat of the Houthis were controlling the most of the country. The president elected by the population were attacked by a fire jet in his house, and they conduct exercise along to the border of Saudi Arabia, reclaiming that they want to go to Mecca and Medina. And today it is not the situation. It is not anymore at this stage. 70% of the territory is under control of the government. The government is in Aden controlling and running the country. We are going to achieve the situation military. When we talk about casualty, we regret any casualty in Yemen. But let's talk who is the cause of this. When they conduct the coup d'etat, they get the country to a chaotic situation, which caused those kind. No one talk about Ta'z, which is suffering to every day under the fire of the militias. No one talk about their atrocity in Aden. No one talk about what they are doing with the population.
You would defend your military tactics up to this point, including the civilian?
No, we have a plan. We have to go. From the beginning, we tell everybody that we have two conditions for our operation. No operation inside the cities, no operation against infrastructure. And we still keeping this. And this one of the restraint which give us less maneuverability in Yemen. But we are going to the final and this is decisive situation, inshallah.
I'm going to have to jump in. We're running out of time. Thank you very much for coming in to see us, Brigadier General Ahmed Al-Asseri.
Thank you.